Yo, it's Herbs. Today I'm going to be giving you my top 5 games of all time. Now, this list is in no particular order and the list could change at any day, could change tomorrow. So this is my list for the current moment. Let's get into it. Game number 1, Black Ops 2. Now, let me tell you why I love Black Ops 2. The campaign, stellar, top notch. Zombies, it had a rough start, but towards the end you got Origins, you got Mob of the Dead, Die Rise, Buried, so many good maps. Yes, unfortunately we had trans shit, but the rest more than make up for it. But the real reason I have Black Ops 2 in my top 5 games of all time list is the multiplayer. It is the most balanced Call of Duty game I've ever played. I would be top fragging on my team, 30 kills, couple deaths, with the combat knife, with the riot shield, with the ballistic knife, the crossbow, the TAC 40, it doesn't matter. Give me any gun and I can do it. The game was so balanced. And the thing that made me realise that was the camo challenges. Oh my god, that is the best challenge system of all time. Cool, you want your gun to look cool? Get all these headshots. Alright, cool, you can do that. Do these specific challenges which are tuned for each weapon. Goated. And Black Ops 2 will never leave my top 5 list. Game number 2 on my top 5 list is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. The tagline calls it lightning fast action, and it is. I think that game, for me, is an episode of Power Rangers made for adults. It's so sick, so fun, the music is fantastic, characters are funny, characters are cool, but it's the combat that shines, obviously. I think everybody knows the monsoon fight that requires you to know how to parry is the golden moment in that game. After I learned how to parry, mimetically by the way, the game opens up. Rather than getting battered by these enemies, getting through by the skin of your teeth, you're the monster now. You're the enemy. So the rest of the game, blew through it. It's the only game I've ever done a second playthrough of straight after the first playthrough. Played that again and even went for a third. But that is why Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is in the top 5. Game number 3 on the list is Darksiders 2. This isn't actually like a really sick game. It's just a good game. Like, great game. It's not a 10 out of 10, but it has everything that works in a package for me. Cool art style, good exploration, the horse is sick, the weapons are sick, the move styles are sick. Everything is just cool. The combat is fun enough. The storyline is cool. And it just wraps together in this nice, neat little package. You play through, you have a good time, and it's really cool. And that's literally the only reason I can say. I just like it. It's just cool. Game number 4 on my top 5. This one is a slightly different one. A bit left field. It's Resident Evil 4. Hold. VR. Yes, that's right. The original Resident Evil 4 ported to VR on the MetaQuest is one of the best games of all time. RE4 on its own is a legendary game. Now when you port it into VR, you have a legendary game in VR. That's it. It doesn't lose anything. It gains a little bit from being in VR. It loses a little bit. Obviously you don't have the tank controls, you can move around, but you're still playing Resident Evil 4. It's a fantastic game in VR. Personally, my number 1. It would be a struggle to find a game better than RE4 in VR. There's RE4 Remake that I have to try. This game is the reason I believe in VR being a sick medium for games, because when I played this, oh my god, it was the best game of all time. But, you know, good game nonetheless, number 4 on the list. And finally, last but not least, number 5 on my list is Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. Let me tell you about this game. It takes heavy inspiration from Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future, puts its own spin on it. Takes from the Tony Hawk games with the manualing and combo styles. It takes from the first Jet Set Radio for its graffiti system, but improves it dramatically by letting you do these dot-to-dot combos that decide what spray paint you're going to put down. So sick. The game is oozing with style. They've gone for, it's kind of like low poly-ish. It's more like straight lines than it is low poly. It's high definition, but it's greatly stylized. It looks like straight out of like a indie comic book. Looks sick as fuck. The reason I put this game in my top 5 is because I played this game on the Steam Deck on the way home from a trip to Japan, and it made my flight fly by. I was on it for like 4 hours straight. I was just having pure fun. You've got sick challenges where the rep system forces you to get better at the game, sick character designs, sick music. Oh my god, I forgot to talk about the music. Are you stupid? Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, wickedest music game of all time. And it just comes together in a wicked package. So that is number 5 on the list. And that's it. That's my top 5 games of all time. Let me know yours in the comments. If I'm moving crazy with it, let me know. Until next time, herbs.